Okay, so today I will be installing 3 pair of new waist beads. This is a highly requested video from my daughter's clients on her Instagram page. So this waist bead that I have on now, I've had it on for almost a full year, and I am going to go ahead and remove it because I never made it for weight loss. This particular one, I had did it just for fashion, but I wanted it to be permanent. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off. Now, if this is installed correctly, then you would be able to cut your waist bead off without the beads going everywhere, like so. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how everything is still intact, and you can definitely see the knot on the end where I put the dot of glue to seal my waist bead. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put that to the side. And here is my new waist bead. I'm super excited for my new journey because these that I am installing today, I will be putting them on for the purpose of weight loss. So what I am going to be doing right now is just measuring how tight I want it. So this one isn't going to be for weight loss. Eventually, this one is just going to insinuate my hips once I start to lose the weight. So right now I'm just adjusting the beads. This is a very, very important step. You want to flush your beads on the left and on the right side before you loop it, like so. And even after you loop it, you want to go in and just make sure that they are flushed. If the beads are not flushed, see how I am making sure they're flushed on both sides once I did the first loop. If they are not flushed, they will pinch you every single night. They will pull every piece of hair on your body, and it hurts. It pinches. It does not feel good at all. So right now I'm just checking it out to make sure everything is, you know, what it needs to be. And I'm going to go ahead and once I just go over one time, I am going to go ahead. I'm going to keep that very sternly. If you haven't put your own beads on before, you definitely need someone to help you because I'm going to show you why in a minute with my second bead, why it's not a good idea to do it by yourself, because sometimes you can tie it too loose, and if you tie it too loose, then yeah, you won't. So I'm just coming up close to show you how flush the beads need to be before you actually tie that knot. They need to be like touching together, like white on rice. They need to be touching. And then you go ahead and tie it, and you can just let that string hang out of your way. Well, at least I am going to, because I am going to install my second pair. So here is my second pair. Of course, it's green, my absolute favorite color. And I am just measuring them out again to see how tight I want the waist bead to be. And this is going to be a little too loose for me, so I am going to just take it a little loose and do it again. Make sure you never tie it until you are absolutely certain that that's where you want it to be. Now I am going to show you what will happen if you loop it twice. I looped it once, right? And now I'm looping it twice. Don't ever do this, at least with my waist beads, because it causes the waist beads to have a little gap in between. I don't know if you guys can see that little gap. And if you have that little gap, then you will not get flush waist beads, and you won't get to tie a very stern, tight knot. So I am going to take that loop, that second loop out, and then I am going to just have it looped one time, and then I am going to show you how they are so close together like my first waist bead, because that is what you want. So here I am now. I'm taking it a loose, Okay, and I'm going to unwrap it. And look at how close. You see that? Now they're so close, you see no gap at all. So remember, please do not loop it twice. I know some people try to do it because they feel like if they loop it twice, oh, it's going to be extra tight, but absolutely not. You're actually hurting your waist beads instead of helping them, because now you can't get them flushed together, which is what you want. You want them to be flushed. So now I'm going to just go ahead after I loop that. And at this point, if you have someone helping you, someone can just put their finger over where that knot is at. And then as you knot it, just have them to quickly move their finger, or just keep knotting it until the knot goes under their finger. Okay, and so now after I did that knot, then I'm going to do a second knot on top of it. And now, this is so important, guys. I have literally been on video calls with people installing their beads with their husbands, with their friends, their sisters, brothers, or themselves, and they literally install the beads after a 20-minute process and then cut them right off. And that is not what you want to do. You want to cut super close to the knot without cutting the actual knot. Now, if you still have some string left, that's okay, because I'm going to show you why. Once you put a dot of the glue, and I love to use my Gorilla Glue, it's the absolute best. After about 5 seconds, then you want to take your fingers and just kind of like rub it together into the beads, and it's going to make it stick. Okay, so this is the third pair I put on up high. That will be my weight loss, and the other two are going to be just to insinuate my hips once I lose weight. Thank you guys for watching.